Hey everybody, my name is Ashley.
I'm Kaylin.
And this is Libacious Podcast.
Agumagama.
Yeah.
Agumagama. Is that speaking in tongues?
Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to Brandon about him being in a church where they spoke in tongues?
I think I heard him.
I think he said, yeah, that sounds scary. I would be very
Sounds
afraid.
creepy.
I'd be very afraid. Speaking of like spooky times, I would be very afraid of people speaking in tongues and like seizing on the floor.
Yeah.
Voluntarily. But to each their own, I guess. I just won't go into that church if I knew that was happening.
Yeah.
And if that happened in front of me, I probably would just leave, like I did with Amway, when the guy was thrown out of his wheelchair. But that's a story for another time, or I probably already told that story on the podcast.
Yep, you did.
I think I did. Okay, but anyway, welcome back to the Libacious Podcast, where you come for the drinks and stay for the company. We are trying a new drink that I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about this. It's because it's a viral TikTok. We're both on TikTok, and a housekeeping thing. We actually have an official Libacious TikTok, so follow us on that. We'll be doing all of the, we'll make updates, we'll put all the snippets out on there, like all that kind of stuff. Like, I think we're going to be really active on TikTok. So get ready for that. But speaking of TikTok and drinks, we there's a viral TikTok going around. I don't know if it's still viral.
From an interview.
A snippet from an interview about a actress from Game of Thrones, right?
House of Dragons,
yes. Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. And she's trying this drink called a Negroni Sabliato with Prosecco in it. And we decided to make that for the episode, for the podcast. No, you're good. So we're gonna take a sip of that now. We already tried it. We already took a sip. It's pretty good. Cheers to the beers and the ones who aren't here.
Finally remembered.
You remembered?
No, you've been forgetting.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's we made this drink on a budget. Because we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Why wouldn't we do it? So the drink is sweet vermouth. It's called Compri. It's Italian liqueur. It's like kind of fruity liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
What we got was the $12 bottle of April, Aperol. April, something like that. It's. I don't know what a Negroni is supposed to taste like. So, the people from Italy, the people from Italia, please don't come at me, because I'm making this. We don't know how this is even supposed to taste. It tastes good to us, and then we got Prosecco. Well, like Prosecco, like sparkling wine. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It tastes like sparkling wine. It tastes good. But all of it is. This is a very potent drink because sweet vermouth. But
it's dangerous because you can't taste how strong it is.
Yeah, you can't really. It's just tasty. But yeah, we have an 11% alcohol, another 11% alcohol, and a 16% alcohol content in this whole thing. And then we just mixed it with a little bit of orange peel. It fell in my drink, but you'll be
it's supposed to be in there like that.
You'll be able to see it. We made a little separate video of us making it, so just look for that one. It'll be on TikTok when we put it up there.
Shut up, airplane.
Airplanes are flying over. But it's actually really good. So I would say if you want to I'm sure there's plenty of drinks that have sweet vermouth in it. Everything else, actually, you know what? Just drink a bunch of them. Just finish all the bottles up. Just drink a bunch of them. Not at once. Our lawyers say that we should not tell you to drink this all at once. Don't drink the entire bottles unless you're sharing with other individuals and you're drinking plenty of water and you're over 21.
Yes.
We
right
are
stand? Right stand?
Right stand. Yep. We have our owl lawyer here. If you're watching. Oh, that's another housekeeping thing. We have a new schedule for release dates. So we're keeping the release dates of the audio podcast every other week, but in the off week we are releasing the video. I don't know what that. Oh, there's dog. Oh, dog barking.
They're gonna hear it, guys. We have to leave the window open. It's hot
as hell in here. Hell seems like a Bahama breeze compared to what we're sitting in right now. It is hot.
So dramatic.
It is hot. I'm wearing flannel.
I'm got a long sleeve.
You have a long sleeve. Well, so
we got these thick ass hats on.
So okay, so we are talking. Okay, so
ouch.
If you're watching this or if you're watching this on our YouTube page, Forever Read Well. I said that right?
Forever Read Well.
Forever Read Well. It's hard for me to even say it. You'll see that we have our costumes on. I'm Luigi.
What are we gonna do when I change my last name? Keep it Read Well?
It's still Read Well.
Okay.
That's why it's Forever Read Well. It's Forever Read Well.
Okay.
And I have an idea for the. I'm obsessed with making logos.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody know. I mean, only a few people know this because
I've
been showing.
In your life knows.
I've been showing a couple people the logos that I've been making. But anyway. On the off weeks of the audio podcast coming out, go to our YouTube page, Forever Read Well, and watch the podcast on there. Because sometimes we do talk about things that we are visually looking at, and I always, when I do the visual podcast, I'll put a picture of what we're looking at on
talking about
on the screen there. So yeah. So follow us on TikTok at The Libacious Podcast, or just at Libacious Podcast, I think it is. And no, it's The Libacious Podcast. And follow us on Forever Read Well. I am working on a official Libacious Podcast YouTube page, but I want it to be perfect, so it's going to take a while. Not perfect, but you know, like I wanted to have everything that. Yeah. Anyway. End of housekeeping. End of housekeeping.
Oh shit.
Do we want to? No.
That's fine.
What was his name? Stan.
Yeah. Sorry,
Stan, our owl lawyer, is standing by. He's ready for anything. Because these kids say the darndest things.
He has to be permanent.
Permanent. Oh yeah, he'll stay. Speaking of kids saying the darndest things, do you want to talk about our the scare we went through?
Yeah.
That whole debacle. I don't want to call it a debacle, but it was just something that we were like reality check that I guess that we didn't realize that we needed.
Yeah.
So we the beginning of the month, I don't know how, I just like in my brain I like
you're in tuned with me.
I'm in tuned. So I know when Ashley's cycle is about to start.
Yeah.
Or at least I know the general time frame of when everything's gonna start for you. So the beginning of the month, I was like, so it's usually at the end of the month or the beginning of the month. That kind of like that kind of time frame. And we had gotten like
it's
2
like
weeks in.
Going like the last day of the month going into the beginning.
Yes.
If it's not like the dead end of the month.
Yes. So I realized that we had gotten decently far into the month, and I was like,
it was a week. The first weekend.
I was like, so wait, have you started your period? Or
Yeah.
And you were like, no, I don't know what's happening. I was like,
And then my thing was like,
should we be?
And then as soon as you asked me that, my app I use, that health app on iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. It was like, your period
should be starting,
like,
right?
Yeah, it should be starting. And I was like,
it's like, well, it hasn't happened.
And then like I go in there, it's like, it's 20 something days late, and it was like, it was 30 something. I was like,
It said it was 30 days late.
Yeah, a month late.
Ooh, yep. And then I was like, should we be worried about this, or should we be looking at?
It was over 30 because it started the beginning of last month.
Yeah.
And it get until mid of this month.
Yeah. So we were.
Or pretty much the end of this month.
Yeah. So we were. So obviously we were a little bit on alert.
Yeah.
And so I eventually, like a week after we noticed,
yeah,
I went to Walgreens, and I got a few tests, pregnancy tests, and the first one
malfunctioned.
Just bullshit. It just didn't even give us anything. It was
Right.
just like, it's blank.
I was like, I pissed on this. Like, I pissed on it, pissed on my hand, like, I pissed on everything.
It's like, I drenched this.
Literally,
she was like, I drenched this entire stick.
I was like, nothing's happening. What a waste of our money.
And then she handed it to me like I was gonna grab it. No, I didn't. I'm kidding.
You tried to take it. I was like, you don't touch it. I
didn't want to grab it. I was like, listen, grosser things have happened between us. I just want to hold this stick and see if if
calm myself down.
Yeah, if I have to be like, am I a dad?
I know. The last one I took, and I was like, we're not pregnant. The third one I took.
Yeah.
When I came back home, because I took it in the morning. When I came back home, I like moved the garbage around. I was like, just double check.
Yeah, just making sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, that didn't show.
Yeah. I was like, maybe it was a late response.
Yeah.
But no.
Luckily
my period started.
So yeah. So just recently, her period started, and we're like, what happened? How are you an entire
like stress and stuff
late? Yeah.
Or my body's going through like another cycle change.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or it's like trying to link with somebody.
Yeah, like who have you been around that you?
My coworkers.
Oh, maybe your coworkers. Yeah, maybe somebody, one of your coworkers messed you up, so I get messed up.
But we realized we're not ready. You had a whole like meltdown. You're like, he was like, I'm not ready for this to give up our lifestyle.
Yep. I was like, where
are they gonna go? We have no room for ourselves.
Yeah, where are we gonna put this kid?
Right.
Like,
I was like, we have a whole bedroom, which is what we used to record, and his face was like,
mm-mm.
You were like,
and be like, okay, we're gonna have a crib in the background of our Libacious podcast. Yeah, I was like, we're gonna be drinking while there's a baby in the background fussing and stuff
around. This probably have to become like her closet.
God, yeah, no, yeah, it was a shock.
Yeah, it was a shock.
To be honest, and
you don't recommend it.
Yeah, I wanted to be. I think this is something that I definitely we've wanted to plan it.
Not fully planned, but we wanted to be on a certain path.
Do we want to be in a certain phase in our life?
Yeah.
For that to be.
Yeah, like you're trying to figure out your career.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out my career.
Yeah.
And we can't afford a baby anyways. Like, right. You're like, you find a way, but no, we can't. Not with like what we like to do.
I know we would find a way.
But it would be.
It would definitely be a lot more sacrifices than we would want.
Yeah. I don't want to feel.
I don't want to be resentful. Yeah, you don't want to be resentful of this child.
Yeah,
that is
I'm not ready for you.
It wasn't even. It's not. It's technically nobody's fault but us.
Yeah, but still you get resentful. Like you can't do this. You have to cut. Cut corners. Not cut, you know what I mean, but like.
It's like I can't visit my friends as often as I want to, even though we really need to visit more often, like everybody.
We visit people.
We do.
Only people we don't visit is Michigan or Milwaukee.
We visit Milwaukee.
This year we haven't visited.
This year we haven't visited as much. We
used to go like twice a year.
We used to go a few times a year. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the cheapest like mini vacay.
It's the best mini vacay. But yeah, so that's a little bit of a little dip into our personal life.
Yeah.
Whatever that beeping was, yeah.
It's probably somebody getting something delivered.
Somebody like backing up.
Hopefully it's Amazon. We gotta get some Amazon packages. Our Vegas trip is coming up.
It's coming
pretty close, and we don't have shit ready.
No, we really don't.
We're
We
just
started packing a really tiny suitcase, even though we need our big one.
Because we're putting away our summer stuff, and then I was like, oh wait, we have to still pack for Vegas. And I was like, so we should probably just throw like things we may want to take, and then when it gets closer, we can start doing outfits. But we have to start doing outfits now.
Right, we're gonna be in the high desert. It's like we can't just be like, oh, it's gonna be just like Chicago weather, and we're gonna be like bringing winter coats, and they're just gonna be sweating our asses.
We probably need to bring like probably like the thinner North Face.
Yeah.
Like buy one of those, so it's like. You know what I mean? Because if it gets chilly...
I have my inner North Face.
I don't have one, so we have to get, like, one for me.
I really need to replace that, too, because literally, there was one... Like, when I was working at McDonald's, I would wear that all the time inside because they had it cold for some reason.
Yeah.
But I was nervous for some reason all the time, so I chewed on the little, like...
string or the latch.
The latch.
Because they were assholes.
Yeah, they were assholes, and they were like,
they probably made everybody feel like they're gonna lose their jobs. That's probably why.
Yeah, they were like, you have to have 10 projects done a day, or else we're gonna fire you. And I was like, I'm gonna die. I was like, just the stress. So yeah, there's literally just a frayed like thing on my. I need to get a new one. Anyway. We're planning for Vegas, and I think Vegas is gonna be one of those trips that
I gotta do my relaxer too.
I think it's gonna be like a similar to we gotta do it's gonna be similar to Austin.
What do you mean?
As in like just fun, just like ready, like we want to go back so we can explore more.
How we had it planned for Austin. I don't want to have it like fully planned for Vegas, but I want to have like maybe one or two things that we may want to do. Yeah. And like while we're there, we can just be like, oh, there's this going on. We can like buy a ticket or
the thing I think we should have done for Austin was we want to spend time on this street, like in this area, and not we need to do this specific thing.
Yeah, do separate stuff.
It was like we want to try this bar at whenever we want to, that kind of thing, and then just kind of wander around. It was like, that looks cool. We go over there, that kind of thing, instead of being like, okay, let's paddle. Like, so I think that's what we're gonna do, because I have all of the stops written down for the tram, because there's the tram that goes through Vegas.
I didn't even look at the stops.
Oh, so I've been writing down stuff. I don't know if I have it on our Notions thing.
That's the main two. One thing I want to do is go to that buffet.
I think I wrote it down. Yeah. So that's basically what I'm just like, okay, so if we're feeling this kind of vibe, we can go take the tram and we can go to this part of the strip, that kind of thing, and then we can just get off of the tram and just walk around. And that's all the planning I want to do. That's all the planning that I think we should do. Is like, if we're feeling overwhelmed, we just take the tram back to the hotel. Yeah, I saw something over there.
But anyways, that sounds good. Sounds like a good idea.
I think that's
That's the best bet.
Yeah, plan. I think that's all that you really need. Like, if you want to have a good time, like, I don't know, like I always got stressed out when something was way over planned, where it was like, okay, we have,
like it was for Texas.
Yeah, and even that was like it was an attempt to be like relaxed, but it was just
too much planned.
Just even having like specific times that you have to be somewhere, it feels like too rigid, that kind of thing. It was like, okay, we have to be here at 2 p.m. and then like, but we were still recovering from the day before, that kind of thing. And it's like, oh well, we should have planned to not have had all the wine at the winery and all that meat and stuff like that. And it's like, that kind of thing. So all I want to do is be like, okay, what time is it? What vibe are we feeling? Where can we go?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Where can we go? We have a list of stuff. So I think that's how Vegas is going to be. That's how Vegas should be. And it's not the only time we're going to ever go to Vegas.
Exactly.
So this is just going to be our first time in Vegas. My first time in Vegas being over 21.
And my first time in general.
And your first time in general. So I think we're going to have a good time.
We have a good time together.
We always do. If we can have a good time just going downtown and walking on the Riverwalk, we could have a great time. Walking around, people watching.
What they call it? The city that doesn't sleep.
Isn't that New York? New York is a city that doesn't sleep.
I thought it was Vegas.
Sin City.
I don't know. Whatever.
We're gonna go to a strip club, at one point? Just kidding.
No, because we're gonna lose all our money.
We do, yeah. The one time we've ever gone to a strip club together,
we
started off with like what, $200?
Yeah,
was it 200?
Yeah, we spent it all.
Oh my god.
The drinks were like pretty much like a stadium, like
like $10 per like mixed drink. Yeah,
it was expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive. And then I really didn't throw any money. I threw a couple dollars because I felt awkward because I was like, I'm looking, so I have to like sneak up and like throw money, and then I have to go back. You
were so nervous. It was funny.
I don't know. I'm not a gawker. I don't like staring.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely there's this show called is it Absinthe?
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
That's one planned thing.
Yeah.
What's a maybe?
It's an adult. It's what is it?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
It's called like an adult show, an adult show. So I don't know what that even means.
We should look it up. On YouTube and TikTok.
It's very. I looked it up. on just their website, and it's very secretive. It's like you just have to come.
Yeah, but maybe look it up on YouTube and TikTok and see, because people are sneaky.
Yeah, people sneak it. It looks like a burlesque kind of show, kind of thing. So
but anyways,
that'd be fun. But yeah, did we talk about what we're even dressed up as?
No, this is supposed to be our Halloween episode. People.
Oh yeah, it's our Halloween episode. So we're wearing
and we're hot.
It's super hot in here. But we're wearing. I'm kind of like a chill Luigi.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to describe this. I have some green on and I have my Luigi hat.
This was a last minute thing.
This was last minute.
It's supposed to be something else, but that's gonna be on action.
We're saving that to reveal.
For the party.
We're trying to reveal that for the actual party. Yeah, because when this comes out, it'll be before the party. But if somebody listens to it before the party, then they'll be like, they would have been like,
what?
Oh wait, I would have known. They already knew. So this is just and also it's in celebration of the new Super Mario Brothers movie that the trailer just got released, and we just watched, and we were like, what?
Yeah,
wait, what?
I was like, what the fudge?
It really was. It's like, because I never actually watched the Angry Birds movie.
Same.
But it gives me the vibes of that trailer of the Angry Birds movie. I'm like, I feel like it might be made by the same people. I don't really know.
I don't know. They didn't really say much when we watched the trailer. Like, you know how they usually say like, directors up.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah,
it said Illumination, which I think is the same people who made
Yeah, but usually if they say the
Rise of Gru,
the crew, they'll say like what they've made. Also, they don't just say like.
That's true. From the makers of that kind of thing. Yeah, I think Illumination. I think they did all the Minions movies and stuff like that.
We should do that one year. That'd be fun.
You want to be Minions?
Yeah.
We could.
Mary would love that.
Oh, all the Minions. Who would be Gru? We would just make Jake be Gru. Just make Jake be Gru. The tall.
Oh yeah.
The main guy. The main.
Yeah, because he's always like
Despicable Me. Yeah. I bet Anna would be the girl with the unicorn, the like
it's
little.
So fluffy.
Yeah, it's so fluffy. I want to die. Yeah, I bet she would.
Mary would be the sister.
She would be like the. I bet Mary would try to do like the glasses, like the oldest sister.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then
me and you. I don't know who it would be. Who would we be?
Would you be the middle sister who always has the she has like that knit hat with like the tassels coming down and like is like looks depressed basically and is like whatever, like that kind of thing?
I could definitely
be. Would you be that person? And I could just do the like orange tracksuit, like the first
Minion.
No, the
which one?
Whoever the antagonist of the first episode or the first movie is. I can't remember who he is. The guy who's like, when Gru was like, I'm gonna steal the moon, and then the other guy was like, I'm gonna do something better than you. That kind of
Despicable Me.
Yeah, who's the guy in the orange tracksuit?
I have to see now.
Despicable Me.
I don't know his name.
Orange guy. Let's just do orange guy. Why not? Orange jumpsuit guy. Okay.
None of them is like.
They're cute.
It's her that's hyper, and it's her that's the baby.
What's his name though?
Are you listening to me? There's no like goth one.
Not goth. Not. I wouldn't say goth, but she has the knit hat,
Her?
the
Oh,
pink.
yeah.
The pink knit hat, and
She's
has
like very bubbly still.
She's not very. She's not really. She's kind of like more. If you
the chill one.
Have
right?
you seen? Yeah, she's super chill. Yeah, she's not. I mean, they're all still little girls.
Yeah, true.
You know,
true.
but. What's his name? Victor Perkins.
Yes.
Victor Perkins. Yeah, I would have.
He, like,
I would do like
like
yeah. He tries to be like groovy, and he's like he has his entire like thing of like sharks.
Yeah.
His Shark Tank and all that kind of stuff. I'd be Victor Perkins, and I'd have like I'd get some big Harry Potter glasses and try to do the bangs and stuff like that. That'd be fun. That would be fun one year.
Yeah.
Despicable Me. Who would be Minions? Just everybody else is just Minions?
You don't need Minions.
Or should we just all be Minions?
I mean, it'd be fun for all of us. Sorry. Oops. It'd be fun for all of us to be Minions. My back hurts. That's why I'm leaning.
That's fine.
Can't get comfortable.
Is Mr. Perkins Gruss father? What does this mean? Oh, the Bank of Evil. Oh, that's right. It's been so long since the first one came out. I feel like it's been actually like 10 years. When did it come out? When did Despicable Me come out? And how long have they been on that Minions vibe? Like on the Minions, it's like the Minions will sell the world, will rule the world, because everyone loves Minions because they're orange things with or yellow things with overalls. It's like what?
2010.
Oh, it's 2010?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been 12 years. It's been 12 years since Despicable Me. That's actually kind of ridiculous. I don't like that.
There we go. Where's the timer?
Oh. It doesn't like the internet
my
anymore.
booty hurt.
It doesn't like your booty?
I said my booty hurt.
Or you need some extra cushion?
I keep sitting on the
on the peg?
leg, yeah.
Stop sitting on the peg.
I got a big butt and thighs. Like, it's gonna poke me.
But, yeah, no, all of that is... Oh, that sounded like Hulu getting played.
Doo-doo.
No, that's
I know.
Netflix. Da-dum. You're dressed like Netflix. We said who we were, right?
No.
Or did we just...
I'm Mario. It's me, I'm Mario.
Oh my god. We really just got sidetracked immediately. So, I mean, if you've been watching this, which,
you know who we are.
Which comes out, if you're listening to this live, or not live, when it just first comes out, it'll come out next week. If you're watching it, you've known who we were this entire time. But, I'm Luigi, Ashley's Mario, and we're in our outfits. And then we got sidetracked because we were like, that would be a good, the Minions would be a good, name.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just watched the Super Mario Bros. Trailer, and it looks interesting. Oh, that's why. I was like, maybe they made the same people who made the Super Mario.
Yeah,
made. I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think made Minions. But it looks interesting. I don't know. Chris Pratt. I don't know if he like the few lines that Mario says in the trailer. And he doesn't sound like Mario. He sounds like Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, Bowser doesn't sound like Bowser. He sounds like Jack Black. So you know,
they're like fuck it.
And like in the original games, he sounds like or whatever. He's like that. You just hear like groans and
groans and
moans. I think I did the thwomp noise. But yeah, I wonder if it's gonna be some people have been talking about how they're basically making the Super Smash Bros. Movies. Mm-hmm. Because they have Sonic out now, right? Sonic has a movie. Mario has a movie, and who's the other? There's another character that has a movie that's part of like the original.
I don't know.
The original cast but they're like we just need like a Kirby. I'm sure. I think Donkey Kong is being played by what's his name? He's the guy who he's known for smoking. He was in like Pineapple Express. He laughs like that. Like he like laughs like Breathe Again. He's Canadian. I know everything about him, but his name, he's not Chris Pratt. It's not. Oh my God. Well, Google is the internet is not liking me. Hold on, let me see Google. Let's go to Google. Okay, it's there. Okay. Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong, which is I don't understand. I don't know that. I don't know why they did that.
How'd that happen?
But you know, there's so many actual like stars that are playing in this movie. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be good. I kind of want to see it. I really want to see it. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, no. My head is.
I'm sweating.
Burning up. Yeah. I'm gonna take a little left turn.
Sorry.
I'm gonna take a little left turn from the previous topic and talk about how the Negroni is actually a very potent drink. Mm-hmm. So
I can't wait for New Year's. We're about to get multiple bottles.
Yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of Negronis. It's gonna be really good.
Our liquor store will be like with the little cart.
Mm-hmm. Let's get some Prosecco. We gotta get some sweet vermouth and Capri.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we don't need a lot of it. So
yeah, to make and always make it. I'm gonna say always make it in a short glass. Yeah. And also our lawyer Stan here. Mm-hmm. He has been telling us that we need to tell you to please drink responsibly. Mm-hmm. Drink only if you're 21 and above. So that's why she was so yeah, Negroni.
Because she's like, it's my favorite to get.
She was you know,
she was
feeling it. Mm-hmm. But it is a good drink and it's delicious. Anyway, so it's hot as hell in here, and you know we're
overheating.
We're overheating.
We start to sound rushed because we're trying to get out of here. Mm-hmm. We're hot.
We do need to get out of here because I just
did my hair and it's already. I sweated out.
I just got my hair did. Not really. I mean.
You got a haircut.
I got a haircut. What's the difference between getting your hair cut and your hair did? Is your hair did like product and stuff in it? And, like,
you can say I got my hair did.
I got my hair did. I got my hair did.
Got your haircut, yeah.
I got my haircut.
Maybe like how I used to get like relaxer and stuff. I got my hair. Yeah.
I didn't really. All I really needed from him was to get my hair from touching my ear.
Yeah.
Because I hate. If there's one pet peeve that I have, it's any ear play. Like, no ear play for me. Not in bed, not in real life. Like, nothing. Like, if Ashley touches my ear, it's over. It's over. It's done.
I know.
I'm like, no, I can't.
When I'm mad at you, I do it on purpose.
Sorry. It's like...
Or when you're getting my nerves, I touch your ear.
If I was like this, when she touches my ear, I'm like, blah. If I was 12 o'clock, this is for the audio listeners. If I was 12 o'clock before she touches my ear, I'm definitely at 6 when she touches my ear. I can't deal with stuff. I don't understand how.
Why are you trying to nibble on my ear earlier?
Well, because you like your ears. I know what you like. You like your ears being messed with. I can't do it myself, but I can do it to you. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Understand.
I look at you and you're like. Bling.
Yeah. You look at me and I'm 12 o'clock immediately. But
you're like, you said what?
Yeah, you said.
I said I'm going to the bathroom. Oh.
You mean your pants are gonna be down? Oh ho ho.
She wants me.
She wants me. I don't understand how women can like have like long. I don't understand how anybody can have long hair because it like touches your ear and like constantly it's touching your hair. I guess you get used to it, maybe. Mm-hmm. But I'm not used to that. So that's one thing that I can't do consistently is like call people. Like I had to my original barber I used to be able to go on Google and like set up an appointment, but they stopped it for whatever reason.
They probably like weren't checking it enough.
Yeah, they probably, because the few times that I went there beforehand, I was like, okay, yeah, I did the online thing, and they were like, oh, we completely forgot that we agreed to an online thing, that kind of thing, and I was sitting there for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
So I had to call. But I got up off my ass and I called my original barber from where we used to live, and they decided not to answer. But I called them at like 10 o'clock and I was like, these are the kind of barbers who kind of like waltz in when they want to. So I was like, I'll just wait. I'll wait and then I'll call them again at like 2. And I called them at 2 and they still didn't answer. So I had to obviously text my wife and be like, my barbers aren't answering. What do I do? And she sent me a couple of barbers that are actually close to us. And one of them,
I think you would like the second one. That's why I sent it.
Yeah, the one you sent me that I ended up going to was like the greatest vibe and the greatest setup in there too. I was like, this is kind of like how I want the Libacious podcast to like feel like that kind of vibe, except for the Mediterranean YouTube music that he was playing.
Because it was like jazz.
It was like smooth jazz, but it was just so weird because it was just like on this giant TV. It was like an 80-inch TV, just as big as you can get them, and it was this guy like on a beach. And he was just he was just surrounded by instruments, and it was just him. It was like a one-man band.
That's
so he would just like pick up a saxophone and start going.
You're like,
but he would have his keyboard, his keyboard set up, so it has like the background music playing. But he would go over, play his saxophone and for a saxophone solo, and then he would pick up his guitar and play a guitar solo. I was like, this man's talented. But literally nobody's watching him, and everybody's on the beach behind him. But when I don't know where this was, but I really want to go wherever it is. I was like, it's some kind of like Mediterranean beach. There was like hills with trees in the background, like going all the way into like an ocean. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I need to find this YouTube video though, because I know it was a YouTube video because every like 10 seconds it was getting interrupted by ads. It was like, I was like, oh, the music stopped. I looked up and it was like, bye, blah, 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 at blah, blah, blah town, blah, yeah, whatever. And I was like, oh my God. Okay, it's on YouTube. It's definitely, because all these ads. But yeah, no, it was good. I touched it.
No.
The buzz?
He turned up the TV. I don't know why.
No.
You hear it?
Are we too loud? Are we being too loud?
No, he's just being my dad.
He can't hear.
Right.
First he can't see, now he can't hear. Just kidding. He needs his glasses.
He really
needs to wear his glasses.
They both do.
They don't wear their glasses. They don't like glasses.
These kids these days.
I wear glasses constantly.
Same.
I can't see without my glasses. Literally, my glasses, if I don't wear my glasses and I'm like right here.
My glasses. Freddie, where are my glasses?
You know how like the ideal, like everybody has, like whoever has an iPhone, you know how you can blur the background of things and you can like focus on a subject.
That's your vision.
That's my everyday vision if I don't have my glasses on. That's just, I can see you.
That sucks.
Anything behind you is completely blurry. I'm severely nearsighted.
I can see.
Yeah, you can drive without your glasses.
I can't see far.
I can't drive without my glasses. If I try to drive without my glasses,
because I'm comfortable now because I can't see the sign. So
I will see blobs. Yeah, at least they made a good decision on just using lights and not words for stops or like for traffic lights. Because if I had to read,
you have to remember like
if I had to read go.
Right.
And it was like,
you're like, okay, goes on the
black on white.
Whatever.
It just said go. And I would just be like, okay, I could see a blob that's shorter than a stop.
Right.
Yeah.
Waiting people next to you to go.
I would be watching everybody else. Yeah. I could never. Yeah. I could never. But yeah, no, that's just everything about seeing is not great for me. But yeah, that's we talked about the movies. What movie do you want to watch? We want to watch The Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear about The Watcher, right?
But I feel like, I don't know, because I've listened to podcasts about it, so it's kind of like,
oh yeah,
I know, you know what I mean?
About everything, and it's also unsolved, so it's not like it's all just like, and it's based off of a real thing, but it's unsolved, so it's like whatever they're gonna say is not true because nobody knows, and it's just unsatisfactory.
Yeah, because it never happened again either.
Yeah, so it's unsatisfactory ending. So I don't know. Like, I definitely want to watch Mr. Harrington's Phone.
Oh yeah, on Netflix.
The one, on the Netflix one. I don't know. Like, you said you've been seeing good reviews on that, right?
Yeah, people were just saying like it's creepy.
It is creepy. Yeah. Okay, because that's one of those things. Is like how do you deal with like not washed up, but like a dying mafia, like
we don't know
somebody
what he is,
or
but
like
we're
somebody
assuming,
who killed people for a living, that kind of thing.
We're assuming he was like either like a hitman or like
assuming like when somebody
or a serial killer type of thing.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm a fixer. Yeah, and I made a connection with you, so I'll make your problems disappear, kid.
Maybe we'll watch it.
Kill a bully.
Maybe we'll watch it before the next time we record.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. We'll talk through it. But
it's hot in here. Our ice is melting.
The ice has already melted.
Yeah. So that's gone. It's fine.
But yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah. So let's just go through one more reiteration of the housekeeping for anybody who's gone through.
Housekeeping.
Anybody who's come this far in the episode. Thank you for listening, by the way, for coming this far. But so if you haven't followed us on the Libacious TikTok, we have that going right now. If you want to watch the actual audio or the visual version of the podcast, it's going to be on YouTube at Forever Readwell. Just type it in, or you can just type in the Libacious Podcast, and I put all of our episodes on a playlist, so it should pop up. If you just type it into YouTube. And follow, if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, you gotta comment, right? That's what you can do on Apple Podcast.
Yeah, you can comment and rate.
And rate it. Okay. Yeah, and if you have any suggestions for how we can improve the podcast, or
topics you want us to talk about,
DM
us. Yeah. It would better DM us on our Instagram.
On Instagram, yes. And you can also just reply. There's a few questions we put up on Spotify, so you can answer those. And we'll mention you on the podcast. Yep. So if you want to be mentioned on this podcast,
get to type it.
Talk to us. Yeah. Type it up.
So please like, rate, and subscribe. And we will talk to you next time. Bye. You gotta stop it.